2 on the road to Washington. Just leaving Willcox, Arizona. Population about 3,600, 4,000 people. The economic engine in Willcox is powered by agriculture, tourism, and manufacturing. Politics are very conservative. A border town, immigration is a big issue here. Janet Randall invited me into her place to talk about change. How do you define change, and what kind of change would you like to see for our country?
That's a big one. Of course, we need to do something about the economy. Supply side economics never works. And the other big change that we need to see in this part of the country, probably in California too, is getting some kind of legal guest worker program going.
I ran into Mary Wescott at Willcox Commercial.
And he talked about change all the time, but I'm not sure that he defined what he meant by change. Did that mean we'll be more affluent? Will it mean we'll be more internationally inclined? I don't really know.
For Felicia Neal, a waitress at Big Tex Barbeque, change must come in the form of an economic recovery.
Just over in Morenci and the Safford area, we have a large copper mine, and thousands of people have just gotten laid off. So all of us are kind of feeling the trickle-down effect of that because people can't afford to go out and eat like they could before. So therefore our industry is slowed down. The motels and the businesses that they had over there and in this area, at one point in time you couldn't get a room, you couldn't rent a house. And now they can't hardly rent one out. So it's just really, it's gotten to be kind of bad for all of us. I mean, those of us that are still here, we just feel fortunate that we still have jobs.
And finally, there was Rodney Brown, standing out in front of his eclectic lunch joint. An Obama supporter and one of a handful of black men in Willcox, Rodney is a bit of an anomaly here. How do you define change, and what kind of change would you like to see for our country?
I think actually him being elected in itself has already become a change for the country, because now it shows that all things are possible in the United States, instead of, we're working under the premise that everybody that's white, Anglo-Saxon, knows exactly what the country needs. And when a couple of years ago in the Senate, every one of them has always been a multi-millionaire, so they really don't know what's going on in common ground.
If you could offer President-elect Obama one piece of advice, sort of around this theme of change, what do you think that might be?
Basically, don't try to put too many things on your plate, and each thing that you do, just get it done. Just get each thing done, one step at a time. I always say that people that try to do things too quickly don't have solid footsteps. Next stop, somewhere in Texas. I'll talk about unity as I pass through the state of my birth. It's a big state with, as Jerry Jeff Walker said, the most beautiful people and the prettiest women you've ever seen. I'm going home with the armadillos. This is Philip K. Ireland on the road to Washington.